Text writing and printing have made significant contributions to the history of communication and media. Different phonetic alphabets, glyphs, and the printing system aid in the storage and transmission of information and knowledge across generations. Kaya naman hanggang ngayong habang bata pa tayo, pinapracticean natin sa bahay, lalo na sa school yung pagsusulat, para matuto tayong mag-record ng mga nangyayari sa buhay natin at sa panahon natin. Newspapers, magazines, journals, blogs, and textbooks ay isa lamang sa mga examples sa mga sources na nagpo-provide ng mga factual information, historical information, and yung mga impormasyon tungkol sa isang topic at sa mga napapanahong issue. Before we start, let us define text. What is a text? Text may be defined as simple and flexible format of presenting information or conveying ideas, whether handwritten, printed, or displayed on screen. Any human-readable sequence of characters that can form intelligible words. Sa madaling salita, ang text is a combination of letters para makabuo ng words na may meaning o ibig sabihin, upang makapag-provide ng mga information, direction, at suggestion tungkol sa isang topic, whether it is handwritten, printed, or displayed on screen. Text information and media, on the other hand, is the use of letters, words, o kahit anong written symbols para makabuo ng isang media content. Text information can be written in the script using the Roman alphabet or a different script that is appropriate to the language of the reader. Example na lang ito ay mga Japanese, Chinese, and Korean textbook na nakasulat using their own scripts. Readers are influenced and persuaded by the power of written words. A reputable and well-organized material is a collective effort between writers and members of the editorial team. Now, let's talk about the creators of text information. First, author. Someone who writes books, stories, or articles on different kinds of topics. An author also refers to a writer who already has a published work. Usually, ang mga author ay nagsusulat ng mga stories or article na mahaba o lengthy gaya ng novel. However, mayroong pagkakaiba sa estilo at focus ng pagsusulat nila. Maaaring ang isang author ay konektado sa mga scholarly works. Second, writer. A writer is more associated with writing literary works like poems and short stories. A writer is usually a person who writes stories or articles as an occupation. Unlike authors, ang mga writers ay pinagtutuunan nila ng pansin ang pagsusulat ng mga literary works, gaya ng mga tula at mga maiikling kwento. Madalas din sa mga writers ay ginagawa na nila itong full-time job o trabaho ang pagsusulat ng mga kwento at articles. Third, contributor. Like a writer, the contributor puts in articles about topics that are of particular interest. Contributors can only submit articles depending on the theme or space available. Kagaya ng sinabi ko kanina, writers ay yung mga tao na usually na ginagawang full-time job or occupation yung pagsusulat ng mga stories at articles, which is the same din naman as contributors. But, contributors are very much alike sa mga freelance writers kung saan hindi regular na nag-a-appear yung mga works nila sa publication. Madalas sa mga contributors ay independent at binabayaran lamang sila base sa bilang ng article na nagawa nila o sa kung ano yung nakalagay sa kontrata nila. Fourth, columnist. Someone who writes his opinion, insights, and commentaries about social or political issues. In a newspaper or a magazine, articles written by columnists appear on a regular basis. Kahit na malayang nakakapagbigay ng mga opinion ng mga columnists, kailangan pa rin nilang sumunod sa professional code of ethics para sa mga journalists. At dapat hindi sila bias at hindi sila gumagamit ng mga derogatory remarks gaya ng mga racial, sexist at homophobic slurs na maaaring maka-offend sa mga mambabasa o sa isang particular na organisasyon, grupo at lahi.
Blogger. A blogger is someone who writes personal opinions on topics or issues that interest him or her. Usually, ang mga blogger ay sinishare nila ang kanilang mga ideas at experience through writing in magazine or through a blog entry. But now, they can also share their experience, reflection, ideas, and insight through various social media platforms. Data encoder. Someone who is responsible for encoding handwritten text into soft copy using an office application such as MS Word. Ang mga data encoder, they usually work in financial institution or corporate office. Sila ang responsible for organizing and maintaining the information ng kanilang clients or employer. Dapat accurate ang mga data na kanilang nilalagay sa office application dahil kabilang sa mga data mga payroll and tax documents. That's why they need excellent attention and have a strong computer skills to become a data encoder.
Number 7. Layout and graphic artist. Someone who assembles text, images, illustrations, photographic, and drawings to create a visual design on a printed or digital media. Number 8. Editor. Someone who coordinates with the author or writing and planning, reviewing, and revising content for publication. In addition, an editor task is to coordinate with the layout artist to ensure that all corrections are carried out from the start to end. The person who edits or makes changes to the document is called copy editor. Ang mga copy editor ay mga taong in charge sa pag-check ng mga content ng newspapers, magazines, multi-author books, at marami pang iba bago ilabas sa publiko. Kinakailangan din na makipag-coordinate sila upang ma-ensure na tama ang nilagay na content at mabilis ma-edit ang mga maling impormasyon na nailagay sa mga documents. Number 9. Publisher. Someone who is responsible for preparing, acquiring, and managing a publication. The publisher works with a team of writers and authors. It can refer to a person, organization, or company engaged with the publishing periodicals, books, newspapers, magazine, and computer software.
Pag-usapan naman natin ngayon ang classification of text information. There's two types of classification of text information, fiction and non-fiction. First, let's talk about fiction. Fiction. This refers to stories that are products of the writer's imagination. Ang fiction ay walang katotohanan. Ito ay maaaring isang narrative work o story kung saan ay nanggagaling sa isipan at malawak ng imahinasyon ng author. If you are familiar sa Wattpad, there are a lot of authors ang gumagawa ng mga fiction stories tulad ng For Bad Boys in Me by Blue Maiden at Hell University by Night in Black. Fiction is also considered as form of literature. Example of fictions are fairy tales, mythology, and legends like Juan Tamad. Next is non-fiction. Text information is classified as non-fiction if it is based on facts and reality. Ang non-fiction ay kabaliktaran ng fiction. Kung ang fiction is based on the imagination of author, ang non-fiction naman is based on reality or facts, which means bawang katotohanan ng lahat at hindi gawa-gawa sa imagination ng isang author. Usually, ito ay madalas nating nakikita sa encyclopedia, textbook, journal, periodical, biography, news, and scientific researchers.
Assessing and evaluating text information. These following criteria should be considered in assessing and evaluating text information. Number 1. Assessing and factuality. Text information should be precise and must be based on facts. Ang tinutukoy rito ay ang pagiging detalyado ng isang text information yet nakabase sa mga findings na valid or sa katotohanan. Number 2. Objectivity. Text information should not be based on any biases. Now, discrimination, unfairness, or any types of prejudice should not exist in any text information because it should be unbiased as it can be used in an academic documents or reference. Number 3. Language appropriateness. Pinag-uusapan naman dito ay ang tamang paggamit ng lengguwahe na naaangkop sa mga mambabasa. Halimbawa na lamang ay ang paggamit ng wikang Filipino sa isang sulatin dahil ang target audience na nagsulat, mga Pilipino. Number 4. Curriculum alignment. The content of the textbook should adhere to the curriculum and international standards. Ito naman ay tumutukoy sa pagiging consistent ng content ng isang libro. Kumbaga, ang nilalaman ng libro ay hindi nalalayo at nananatili lamang sa paksa na nagamit. Number 5. Style and format. Lastly, this concerns the style or format used on documents like books, academic papers, newspapers, etc. Example, Muslim books use xMOOC or Chicago Manual of Style, while academic paper use APA or American Psychological Association format.
Text as visual. The representation or style of a text in a digital format is called the typeface. Ang typeface is also referred as font type, or type. Ay karaniwang binubuo ng mga alphabets, numbers, mga bantas, simbolo at iba pang special characters. Iba't ibang emosyon ang kahulugan ng maaari nating ma-express kapag gumagamit tayo ng iba't ibang font types. Sa pagpili ng tamang font sa invitation or project design ay para lang tayong pumili ng outfit natin sa pupuntahan nating party. Kailangan fit siya doon sa gaganapin nating okasyon. Kung sakaling walang mga pictures or mga drawing, ang mas madaling paraan upang magpag-usap sa mga tao ay sa pamamagitan ng text or teksto.
At ngayon naman, pag-uusapan natin ang types of typefaces. There are 5 types of typefaces. First is ang serif. One common form of a typeface, it pertains a short line at the top or bottom of some styles of printed letters. Itong uri ng typeface na serif ay entails ng familiarity and readability sa isang malaking amount of text, tulad ng publication such as books, newspaper, magazine, and researches, ay gumagamit ng serif typeface para sa body ng isang text. Ito ding serif fonts ay ginagamit para ma-achieve yung classic and elegant look in publication. Isa sa example nito ang Times New Roman. Ang second naman, ang pangalawa, ay ang sans serif. A typeface which does not contain serif in the letters is called sans serif. This typeface conveys a clean and minimalist look. In this type, ito yung straightforward and clear express ng text, tulad ng mga road signages, building directories, and mga nutrition packs in the food ay gumagamit ng sans serif typeface. Moreover, sans serif fonts are mainly used in designing web page para ma-achieve yung modern style look. Isa sa example nito ang Helvetica. Ang pangatlo naman ang sans serif. A heavy and solid look to the text is expressed by sans serif. Usually, ginagamit ito o makikita natin ito sa mga large advertising signs like billboards or malalaking mga advertisement like tarpaulins ay gumagamit ng slab serif typeface. Isa sa example nito ang Rockwell. Ang pang-apat naman ay ang script. The brush-like stroke make people drawn into the script typeface. Sa script typeface, hindi advisable na gumamit ng font na malalaki sa body text. It must be used sparingly. Makikita natin ang type na ito mostly sa mga weddings, birthday debut, mga anniversary event that use the script typeface. Ang example naman nito ay ang Edwardian. And lastly, para sa ating number 5 is ang decorative. Display or decorative typeface are artistic and eye-catching since it caters a wide variety of emotions. Ito yung typeface na nakakaakit sa mga makakita ng design na meron ito. Maraming variety of emotion din ang nakikater such as happiness, fear, horror, and pwede ding such theme like spaceship, carnivals, holiday, and season, and kiddie. Isa sa example nito ay ang Jokerman. And that's the 5 types of faces in the text information and media.